What's up, guys? And over the weekend I went to Avengers Campus at Disneyland California Adventure, which some of you already know if you follow me on Instagram, and I wanted to share some of the cool stuff that I saw there with you. But first off, I want to thank you guys so much for all the supportive comments in the last video about toy collecting and, you know, just how it's just not good anymore. And plus, you know, reading your comments too, I see a lot of you feel the same way that I do, how it's just really hard to get toys nowadays, and it's just, toy collecting is not a very fun hobby anymore, you know. So yeah, thank you guys for all the supportive comments, and I'll still be doing toy reviews. In fact, I have some cool toys that I got from Avengers Campus, which I'll be reviewing next, but I'll show you later in the video too what I got. But yeah, just a whole lot less new release toys, you know, because it's just not worth, you know, being the first one to get anymore. But either way, let's talk more about Avengers Campus. Now, first and foremost, I have to say, if you are a fan of the MCU, you are going to love this land. Now, I have to say the land is a bit small and there is only one ride, but the thing is, just the whole architecture of the entire place. You have the Avengers building, you have the Quinjet, you got the Web Slingers ride that's all Spider-Man designed and everything. Then you got the shawarma cart, which just totally reminds you of the MCU. Then you got Pim's Kitchen. All this stuff just really, it just feels like you stepped into the MCU. And on top of that, the Avengers are constantly around everywhere. There's this one spot, because of social distancing, they kind of stand up there, but I saw Black Widow, Loki, and a Dora Milaje doing some cool thingamajiggy with her staff thingamajig, whatever those are called. And then at the Avengers building, there's constantly Avengers just walking around the top there. I've seen Ant-Man, Wasp, both Captain Americas, Black Panther. And what's cool is, multiple times during the day, there's a show where Black Widow fights Taskmaster, and then Black Panther comes out, and it's just this really cool battle going on, and Black Widow full on she did her signature, I don't know what it's called, I'll just call it the Widowmaker on Taskmaster, and I was like, dang, I thought you'd need some wires for that, but no, she hardcore did it. No wires, no strings attached. That was pretty impressive. And of course, also throughout the day, in a separate section near the Web Slingers ride, you'll see Spider-Man doing his little show there, and then he launches up into the air and flies and then crashes down into the building. Well, it doesn't really crash, but you know what I mean. He gets caught. It's a robot. It's a flying robot, but it's still cool. And I was actually lucky enough to get on the Web Slingers ride, which was pretty awesome, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not the most amazing ride. It's basically like Toy Story Mania, if you've ever ridden that. It's just, you're in a cart and then you kind of go from screen to screen and then you just interact with the screen. And it's, you know, for the most, if you're an MCU fan and Spider-Man fan, you definitely need to get on it, because it's pretty fun and pretty awesome. But if you miss out at the same time, it's not too big of a loss, because it's cool, but it's not super cool like Rise of the Resistance at Star Wars Land. Now that I'd recommend you get. If you had to pick between the two, get on the Star Wars ride. That's awesome. Web Slinger ride, it's pretty cool, but it's really tiring for your arms, because I think there's about 4 screens, and the thing is, like, I thought you had to do like the kind of whipping thing like this, but then it ends up you just kind of thrusting your hands forward like this, and you don't even need to do the web thing. You just kind of do like this. And the thing is, you have like about 4 screens, there's hundreds of bots, and you want to get the high score possible, so you're doing like this constantly. And by the 3rd screen, I was like, yeah, you know, it's Spider-Bots, you want to take over the world, that you do your thing. I'm just gonna sit here and rest my arms, you know what I mean? So yeah, it can be pretty tiring. So if you miss out, not too big a deal, but if you can get on, you'll like it if you're a Spider fan. And then me and my friends went to Pim's Kitchen and ordered like a whole bunch of stuff there, and oh, that is some good food. I mean, there's some places in Disneyland where the food's like, man, but this one, like, no joke, they have some great food at Pim's Kitchen. I mean, just the interior, the design already, it's just fun. You know, you have all these cool pictures and all that stuff. But the food, whew, the pretzel is amazing. It's gigantic. It's also amazing. I highly recommend the chicken sandwich. The soup, I forget the name. It's just a chicken sandwich. The marinade in the chicken is just off the charts. It's really good. Oh, and the Choco Smash Bar, it's basically a supersized, like, double-layered Snicker bars with higher quality ingredients than a Snicker bar. If you like Snickers, this is like Snickers on crack. So you gotta try that, trust me. And then there's the merch, which was really cool. You can't find it anywhere else, but also it's just in abundance. It's not like it's like, oh my god, I need to fight for the last one. None of that. Yeah. But they got a lot of good stuff. There's actually a store, the Web Supply, in Avengers Campus, and then there was one in the back lot outside of Avengers Campus, which, in case you couldn't get into Avengers Campus, you could buy everything there. In fact, the one outside of Avengers Campus actually has way more stuff, and it's just, it's like it's a Marvel collector's fantasy dream right there. So yeah, definitely go visit that store. But anyways, as for the merch that I got the Nano Gauntlet, a drink holder right here. You just kind of put your drink in here, your soda, and it comes with a soda, and then you know, drink it, all that stuff. Lights up too, which I'll show you when I review this. I'll review everything I showed you right here. This is pretty awesome. I was actually going to pass it up, but when I saw it in person, it's just so shiny and everybody had it. I couldn't say no. And then of course I got the Avengers opening day pin right here, which is pretty awesome. Probably not going to review this because I mean that's it. That's kind of all there is to it. Then I got this really cool thing that just I really was looking forward to this one, and it's the spider goggles. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet or know what it is, but I saw someone wearing this, and let me just give you a sneak peek of what these do. Alright, took off the little tag there, gonna turn this on, and then gonna slip this on top of my head like so, and then turn off the lights. Alright, now that it's a bit dimmer, I turn these on, they're on my head, I push the button, and voila! The spider eyes light up, and there's actually different emotions that you can have, so you can kind of do little eye things like that, and just kind of walk around like winking like that. So these are really cool. I was really looking forward to getting these. Got them, super easy to find, and these are actually going to be the first thing I review next, so definitely stay tuned for that. And then the final thing that I got was actually something I wasn't intending to get, but two of you guys on my Instagram kind of convinced me. I got the mini spider bot from the ride, so definitely it's probably a good thing you guys convinced me, because I really like it now that I got it. Probably would have regretted not getting one. Now I got this small one because the big one was $80, and I mean honestly it's huge too. I wouldn't want to really carry that around the park all day, and since it's inevitably just going to sit on the shelf, I don't want something so huge. But this spider bot is really cool. He actually turns on, he moves, and his eyes light up, so it's definitely just as good. So definitely going to review this as well. We'll review all of these, so definitely stay tuned for that, especially the spider goggles. They're just too cool. So still doing toy reviews, as you can see, just a little bit different and much more enjoyable too to get. And my friends actually got some merch too as well, which I may review, but I do want to do a skit after I review these right here, because I've been writing it up, and it's kind of cool. So I definitely want to get started on that. So I'll probably just do that after this, and maybe after the skit, then I might actually review some more of the Avengers Campus stuff. But we will see and just play it by ear from there. Anyways, I just want to close out by saying thank you to everyone who stuck around during my super long break / toy self journey. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, thank you guys so much. I've always said it before in the past that I have the greatest fans, and you guys just constantly prove me right over and over again. So you guys are awesome. And with that said, stay tuned for these reviews, which should be coming pretty soon. And until then, I will catch you in the next video. Peace.
Hey, no, no.